for Ted Kennedy's seat. The guy, he's quite a character. He's a lawyer and everything, but I guess he's a real stud. Turns out this cat in law school, he was such a good-looking dude, played basketball and everything, that he actually got into Cosmo magazine doing a nude centerfold.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he showed his cock, but he, you know, he's like in one of those Burt Reynolds type poses.
Right, with something like a cat over his,
cat over his wiener. There's a cat on my wiener. And they, you know, and the guy, I guess the most I know about him, this guy who just became senator, is that when he was young, he was actually arrested for shoplifting for, he stole a record album.
Boy, they really must be angry at the Democrats.
Well, you know what, he actually, it's kind of a cool story. He was a kid, and he was also a star basketball player, and the judge said to him, you know, you got brothers and sisters, right? They look up to you, don't they? And he goes, yes. And he said, well, is this the example you want to, so do they want to see you play basketball in jail? So the guy, I don't know, he straightened himself out. Evidently his upbringing, his parents were all fucked up, divorced, and I don't know, fighting. I don't know the whole story, but, you know, he himself's been married 3 times, but he's been with the same woman 23 years, the third wife. She's an anchor woman.
Third time was the charm?
Well, third time was an anchor woman ex-model, and it ain't hard to stay with those. And he, you know, he's on the straight and narrow. His kid, one of his kids was a finalist on American Idol in 2006.
Oh, okay.
So the kid is actually a little more famous than her dad.
Until now.
Until now. And so the guy won. And really, it was a referendum on Obama. It really was. The people in Boston were liberal. Most of them are Democratic liberals. And I saw a lot of the exit polls and stuff, and they just said, look, we are Democrats, but we will not stand for the health care bill the way it is. We feel there's been a lot of backroom dealing. We feel we've been left out of the process. We don't think that this is good for the country at a time where we're almost bankrupt, for Christ's sake, and we have economic problems. This is not the thing to be doing. They didn't like the fact that Obama didn't show up right away when this airport security thing happened. They have a list of grievances, mostly coming out of those tea parties and stuff. And they're saying to Obama, get your shit together. And we don't want you passing this health care bill. In fact, we're going to make a Republican a senator from Massachusetts. Hasn't been done in, like, I don't know how many years.
Wake up!
Wake up! So, you know.
Wake up, right? Wake up.
The shoplifting was at age 12. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. This is a thing where it is kind of a wake-up call. Because the Democrats, you couldn't lose being a Democrat after Bush. And people do want change, but evidently they don't feel they're being responded to. There's also this big claim that Obama now is coming off as arrogant because he's so cool, calm, and collected that they feel he's out of touch with the people, that he's kind of closed himself off. He's not saying all the right things. He's not doing the right things. Afghanistan to liberals is a big mistake, sending more troops, which I happen to agree with. And, you know, I don't know. People are getting a little fed up out there.
I also think it's the overemphasis on health care at the expense of almost everything else.
Yeah.
Healthcare, 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 like there's nothing else going on in this country.
Yeah, so I think the president, they're already doing a sort of a spin where she ran a shitty campaign, this Coakley.
They're going to blame her.
They call her Chokley. It's always a cool name for somebody bloated.
How do you lose that seat?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be a Democrat from Massachusetts and lose. It's a lock. And she did it. Obama's saying she just ran a crappy campaign. But I think there's more to it.
Well, they should have got somebody in there to help her, don't you think? It's that important?
Well, I think that it's the agenda that Obama has set off a lot of people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But, you know, we can see through the ruse. It wasn't her.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just...
Spin all you want.
Right. Thank you. Let's go to Ass Napkin Ed. Good morning.
It goes everything for everyone and nothing for ourselves. Everything for everyone and nothing for ourselves.